I don't disagree with you about Trump's personality, his temperament. He's an easy person to dislike. But if you look at his policies, lower corporate taxes, lower individual taxes, same policy George W. Bush had. He was strong in national defense, same as George W. Bush. Basically, his policies were pretty standard Republican stuff, although he was far more protectionist than I think most Republicans are. And he was tougher on China than I think most Republicans expected. But basically, his point of view was a standard Republican point of view. I urge all my friends about Donald Trump to follow the example I saw once when I was watching the Golf Channel. There were these two professional golfers, guys, and they were both asked by the host, how can you tell if a golfer is a good golfer? And one golfer went through this elaborate, beautiful, detailed description of what makes a good golfer. The placement of his arms, how he locks his arm, how he swivels his hips, how he looks at the ball, and all of this stuff. It was beautiful. And the other golfer had his arms folded, kind of was rolling his eyes as the other one was speaking. And the host said, well, what about you? He said, I look to see where the ball lands. I liked where the ball was landing under Donald Trump. Don't look at his swing. I didn't follow him on Twitter. He didn't follow me on Twitter because I thought he tweeted too much about stuff I didn't care about. But I cared about where the ball landed on immigration. I cared about where the ball landed on the economy, on regulations, on putting conservatives on the courts. I cared about all of that stuff. And for my money, he deserves an A+ in the face of relentless hostility. 91% of the media, negative news, much of his own party negative. And still this guy persevered and barely lost the election. Remember, the Americans didn't repudiate Trump's policies. They repudiated Trump's personality. The Republicans gained seats in the House when the predictions were they were going to lose it. They're supposed to get waxed in the Senate, and it held at 50-50. You look at 43,000 votes in 3 states, and Donald Trump remains there for another 4 years. So it was a very close loss. And in my opinion, a few things here and there, including the failure to the way Twitter suppressed that New York Post Hunter Biden story. Around 8% of Joe Biden's voters said had they known about the story, they would not have voted for Joe Biden. That would have been enough for Donald Trump to have won. So just a few little things here and there, and Donald Trump's back for 4 more years. So don't assume Donald Trump's defeat was a defeat of republicanism, because more Republicans control governorships than Democrats. They control more state house than Democrats. So the Republican Party is alive and well in America. It was Donald Trump who lost, not Republicans.